What's going on, my fellow investor? Welcome to the channel and thank you for checking out this video. And in this video I want to show you guys how my portfolio did in the month to month from the beginning of January till May. And as we see this chart here, this chart has a different option of 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, and year to date. So I click year to date because that's what this video is about. And in the beginning of the month, or I'm sorry, in the beginning of the year, it starts with January 4, and it starts at 148,000, almost 148,000. There's a huge increase here because in this time period in between this date, I put in 6,000 for my Roth IRA. So 141 plus 6,000, that's 147, and I guess we did about 300 on the January 4th closing date. So in the January we started at 148,000, and so it gradually went down pretty steep, and then it bounced back up at the beginning or at the end of January. And as the February began, it kind of like stalemate, goes up little, comes down, goes up, and then it took another dive a lot steeper than the one that we have in January. I think the January lowest hit was 132, and in February it was 129. So it did go down a lot more, but then it climbed back up and it ended at 136, whereas it started in 139. So we lost about like 3,000. And starting March, we kind of goes down more, and then toward the second half of the March, it comes all the way up and closes around. Oh, okay, so it went up to 143 at the peak of March, and then it goes down to 138. The last 2 days lost about $5,000. And as the April began, it just, you can see on the chart, it goes down and it goes down and down. It does bounce a little, but it ultimately goes down, and at the end of April it closed at 124,000, which is lower than the March lowest, which was 127. So throughout the month it's just been very brutal, and I want to show you guys the performance tab. So under the performance tab, it shows you how much I have lost exactly or gained and the dividends. So starting January, we started at 141,000, lost $8,600, but gained 198 in dividends. And there's that 6,000 Roth IRA I told you about. In February, we start with 139,000, lost 3,000, and gained about 250 in dividends. In March, we start at 136,000, and we actually have a gain of 2,200 and another 277 dividend pay. And in April, we started at 138,000, but we took the most hit ever, $15,000 loss. It is the biggest loss that my portfolio has hit, and we got dividend of 790. As you can see, all of my dividends is at either 100 to 200. So this extra, like about $500, $600, is very unexpected, and I have no idea where this came from. I think it might have been a mistake, but I haven't heard any message or news or email about why or where this extra $600 came from. But if I ever get an explanation of what happened here, I would definitely give you guys a heads up update about what happened exactly. Well, so that's gonna be it. So far 2022 has been pretty brutal, and also you can see on the chart here, it kind of give you the entire graph from 2019. Well, you can also change the date to see like how the graph changes along with all the records of the gains and the loss throughout those year period. You could do year to date, and there it is. That's how much I have lost so far since the beginning of 2022. And there's the chart. The blue one indicate how much. I think the blue one is if I didn't invest, that's how much I have, and the black at the bottom is how much I gain or lost because I invested the money. And you could change this to quarterly or monthly. Obviously, if you have more year, then you'll have different graphs to accommodate for those changes. But I like to set it as a month to month. That way, it gives me It gives me better accurate of how my portfolio has been doing. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, comment below and I will try to answer them the best as I can. Good luck to you guys on the stock market, and I'll see you guys next time.